Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Vivekacharyastu Kerasata Shri Srimad Bhaktivedanta Goswami Maharaj Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Vivekacharyastu Kerasata Shri Srimad Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur Ki Jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnavrind Ki Jai, Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai, Bhakti Devi Ki Jai, Samaveta Bhaktivind Ki Jai, Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bo. All glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Om, Hare. There's so much debate on social media. What is Krishna consciousness? Well, simply by chanting, all doubts and all what is the problem? Oh. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Just give me. My new device. Just for the sake of the viewers, you all please buy one. What is it called? Bluetooth speaker. I'm getting no commission, I repeat. I'll provide the music. You bring the machine in a tiny card. Oops. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. What is going on?
No, he is asking to translate in Hindi.
Oh, this is your mother?
Yes.
Who is this lady? Huh? Who doesn't understand English?
Sumatro.
Huh?
Sumatro.
Sumani understands English. He's
Understands English.
He's saying
Qualified.
Hindi, translate in Hindi.
Anyway, it's not so important.
Yeah.
You can say simply that, as they used to say in the early days, after Prabhupada had just attracted a few dozen followers, The magic is in the chanting. Just tell him that.
Yes.
And as the acharyas say, simply by chanting, even the rocks, what to speak of the birds and the animals, even the rocks can melt. Mm-hmm. Krishna says, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is Krishna himself, he is given only this 8 verses, Shikshashtaka, in writing. Now what does he say? What is the sloka? I have invested all my potencies in the holy name. So even if one doesn't understand the language, if simply one hears the chanting, Krishna says that I will give knowledge. Mata smriti apohanam cha. Mata jnanam smriti apohanam cha. Krishna says, from me, I will give the knowledge. You don't have to worry studying language. Okay? You tell him.
Chanting. He just went. He went down to chant.
To chant? Okay. Well, maybe my words are not so powerful, but I'm repeating what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said. Even in a language you don't understand, still it will act. Yes? Prabhupada gives the example, if there's a foreigner living in your neighborhood and his house catches fire, he'll run out in the street and shout. The people don't understand his language, but still they will come and they will help. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur says even the birds and the animals. So it's good to hear the vibrations, even if one doesn't understand the language so well. Some of these pigeons come. Sometimes I come from the other room after taking rest, and this is playing, and they're standing here. There's no food, there's nothing to do, but they're standing there and looking in. That means they're listening. I'm always talking about them. They're my disciples. So if somebody asks me, do you have disciples? I say, yes. Oh, how many? I say, I don't know. Because I can't tell one from the other. There's about 100. They live in a gang there on that. And they come though only 2 or 3 or 5 at a time. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. So we are very fortunate to have even a little bit of taste of chanting that situates us on the transcendental platform. The whole world is in confusion and under the influence of lower modes of nature. Tamas gun. What are the characteristics of tamas gun? Laziness, sleep, violence, uncleanliness. Violence. Now there's so much violence and threatening more, you see. And these so-called leaders, they are responsible. The United States has induced the European allies to help Ukraine fight against the Russians. Now, the Russians' only objection to Ukraine is that there's some big demons in Ukraine. For those who are not familiar with world history, which you should learn something, they are called fascists or Nazis. What is a fascist or a Nazi? He looks like a human being, but he's actually a demon. He's completely driven by hatred. And he'll kill, they have killed tens of millions of people in the last century. You don't know, we don't read in the history books, they don't tell actually. In my history books also,